Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. So we will play some more 10 minutes game. Some more. We will play another 10 minutes game. All right, brand new account, new legend. Who is this guy? I don't know. Let's just play some D4. 2445. Yeah, around this rating, there is a lot of brand new accounts. So we will see. Classical Queen's Gambit. Yeah, when I'm playing against an engine, okay, Magnus Queen's Gambit. So the line I would always recommend you is the exchange variation. Now, you could play with e3 bishop there, but you will block this bishop forever. So bishop f4 is interesting, but then c5 comes in. And it's never simple. So what I would recommend you is the following. There is e4, which exists, but it's not a great move. The most challenging move humanly is queen b3, which is attacking the pawn on d5. Now, bishop e6 drops a pawn. Here the best move is actually c6. And it's actually funny. So I'm playing this line against an engine, even though I don't remember this line myself, against an engine. I'm sorry, he's not cheating yet. But basically, there are some issues, some lines with rook a6, which I'm aware of, but I don't remember those lines very accurately. For some obvious reasons, it's not my repertoire. Yeah, now I will play with bishop g5, e3, bishop d3, and the game will go on. Simple as that. We will see how accurately I will play, I'm sorry. All right, e3, if knight e4, I will just trade, takes, knight e5, and if f6, knight c4, bishop e6, queen c2, and this is defended. Some sidelines. All right, let's just play bishop d3. Now I want to castle, and we will see. I think that a4 is an important move at some point. I just can't remember and can't tell when. Um, yeah, I'm definitely not going to castle on. I'm sorry, I'm definitely not going to go for a minority attack, especially not with this knight over there. I would prefer to have those knights jumping like that. Maybe it's a move, um, but yeah, who knows? Bishop d6. All right, let's just castle. If g5, I would just move away. Uh, all right, b5. So first option is the easy one. It's rook c1, and after after bishop g4, I can play knight e5. So let's just play that. So the goal is very simple. I just want to put some pressure, and like I said, I'm not having a lot of nice experiences with the white pieces against this line for a good reason. I don't play this line. But you know, the best way to learn an opening is to actually play the opening. Um, yeah, it's like in tennis. You know, if you don't play any matches, you will never be able to do anything. All right, 95. So first of all, 95 is a threat. I'm threatened to just win a piece. And if he captures, there is g5, which is interesting. If I capture, he captures. I don't know how viable this line actually is, but who cares? This is a decent move, I think. But then g5, this, 94. Hmm, I can't tell. But we will see. 92. The goal is simple. If he captures. If he captures, I will just recapture. I don't care that my pawn structure looks. I don't know how my pawn structure looks like. If it was important, I would have told you. All right, let's just recapture. If he goes bishop h2, I just capture, and if knight g4 takes, queen there, you know this. Yeah, there were no knight h2, no bishop h2, by the way. Never mentioned that, but visually I could already tell there is nothing since the knight is on f3. Um, yeah, there were no need to be afraid of something in the way, so who cares? Um, yeah, now it feels like my king might eventually be in some might eventually fall into some troubles, but it's not really the case right now. A4 becomes a move, slowly but surely. Queen c7. I'm thinking about king h1 with the trap that if he captures, I can go h4. But the problem then is g5. I capture the bishop, he captures on h4, so he's up a pawn, but the king is dead. Like rook g1, king h8. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell. This is a very difficult position. Maybe it's not that good. I don't see any continuation for me. So king h1 captures f4 that. Maybe I should sacrifice the exchange and go rook g1. And if captures rook h8, I'm sorry, king h8, then I could just capture. Maybe it's fine. Should I go for this trap? Like I said, I'm suspecting my opponent. I mean, for me, my opponent is pretty suspect. Pretty suspicious. So the real question is, why can't I just take, for example, on f6? Um, I mean, I capture on f6, he recaptures, I go f4. Yeah, but the takes this, takes back, f4, king h8, I capture, rook g8, rook g1. I don't see anything. So let's just capture on f6. Yeah, and if captures back, I can play f4. And my goal is now to go knight g3, knight f5. It's funny because I somehow didn't see bishop f6 first. I first calculated the trap with king h1, which is wrong. Don't get me wrong right now. It's not good if the very first move you're calculating is not a forcing move, and it's not good if the very first intentions you had in a specific position was a trap, which has no, which isn't showing any evidence that it's going to work. The reason why I say that is because a lot of my students made this mistake quite often, and usually leads to mistakes which are pretty typical. Like, oh, how could I have missed that? I mean, this is a simple move. This is a typical um, methodology of mistakes that I want to avoid the most, especially for my students, because it's simply not good to blunder that way. Okay, I'm threatening mate, I'm threatening the pawn. Maybe he wasn't cheating at all. Maybe I was just, overreacting for some reasons that I can't really tell. Yeah, now I'm just winning. I mean, now I'm winning. I am winning. Simple as that. Knight g3, knight there. Woohoo, knight f5, then rook c1. And I can't tell if this open g5 is really something great for my opponent. It's a brand new account who is maybe not cheating. I said maybe. I know you are. No, no, no. First of all, I like this move. Once you go back to f8, I can tell how to proceed. Maybe I should just go bishop there. Let's do that. If he goes 98, if he goes 98, I can just capture on e7. Captures that way, captures, bishop f5. Maybe it's fine, maybe it's not. Maybe after this move, I should just do something else, like rook there. All right, now this is a decent move, I think. I just want to improve my bishop around this diagonal. I'm not calculating, which is never good. Calculate, guys. You don't get good at chess if you play randomly. You will never get good at chess if you play randomly. I should have gone rook c1 first, maybe, just to prevent any rook c8. It's not like rook c8 is in you know astonishingly strong move. It's just that just a matter of respect to my own position. I'm so winning that I don't really care anymore. This is not good. And he resigned because I'm the greatest ever. But let's put it that way. I think it was a little. I mean, I played this position pretty randomly, and this is not good. For me, it's not good. I understand why I played so fast and why I played those moves, but still, still. And still. No, no, no. 92%. Yeah, it's the third game in a row. Yeah, b5 was wrong. Yeah, so I think that what I played is a pretty simple move. It's c5 here. I didn't know that. It's c5, the move for black. All right, if you play against someone who knows his opening, you have to know how to handle this. Okay, first of all, if you capture, I think... No, it's not d4 because of knight a4. Yeah, it was simple to say. And if you just recapture, I capture on d5 with the queen, I guess. Yeah, and if queen b6, I can just go e3, yeah, or whatever, everything is fine. Simple development, castle, this, knight f6, queen c4, or queen b3, I guess. Yeah, the engine says this, but bishop e6, queen h4, queen a4. Yeah, then castles, this. No, it's wrong. It's knight f3 important. Ah, now bishop e2. And if this, then you don't care. You just move back, you castle, and now you should just be able to play this position somehow. Yeah, I mean, just play chess position. Yeah, c5 was really the key move. And here after queen d5, c takes d4, queen d8 takes, knight d5, threatening to go knight b6, and leave this knight forever there. Knight f4. I can tell. I mean, this is such a strange variation. I've never seen this line before. And I guess this is all right. If you take this pawn, those pawns will become very strong, and now you just develop normally. All right, so you have some theoretical moves, but c6 is wrong. Here, everything that I did was great for the reasons that I explained pretty well. All right, this is decent. 95 was also a move, but who cares? 92 is wrong. 95 was definitely better. I saw this move. Why didn't I appreciate this move? I think I did something like that in my calculation. Okay, I call it calculation, but it was nothing serious. And here, yeah, the engine says queen b4. I missed queen b4. Yeah, I don't know what I saw here. Yeah, queen b4 is a strong move. All right. So actually, yeah, my only mistake was that I didn't take this game seriously. Just a question. Is king h1 a worthy move? Yeah, and he can't take because of rook g1, I think. No, f4, g5, and rook g1. Nah, it's wrong. All right, I calculated pretty badly, but what matters, like always, is only the opening accuracy. This opening accuracy was very nice. And here, of course, just winning the c-pawn was very good. Everything here is fine. Everything here is good. And he resigned. Simple as everything. If you still have any questions left, just let me know in the comment section. See you in the future. Take care.